going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we got to talk about what Charles Barkley and Shaq said about Draymond Green and Joel Embiid. And it's great. Well, I ain't want to say it's great this happened, but it's a good measuring stick to use when thinking about what transpired between Draymond Green and Domantas Sabonis and Nick Claxton and Joel Embiid. Because you have Draymond talking about the fact that throughout that series, he had been provoked to do certain things, as well as Sabonis. You know, it's been chippy between the two, so we could see this coming. This play with Nick Claxton and Joel Embiid, you know, when someone makes a move over you, cross you, dunk on you or something, and they step over you, it's seen as a sign of disrespect and could cause you to retaliate. It always makes me nervous to see these young kids, you know, dunk on each other and then get right in their face and stare at them for a long time, because I'm waiting for someone to swing just based off how these kids do today. You know, obviously you could get dunked on and get stared down, but just the way that things are going today, you always worry about those reactions because you don't know who has good sportsmanship and who doesn't. But back on script, Nick Claxton caught a little oop on Joel Embiid and finished it. And he stepped over him a la Allen Iverson, Tyronn Lue. And Joel Embiid extends his leg straight up and almost struck him right dead center in the groin area. Shaq and Chuck are saying this about it.
Shaq's going to say there should have been no foul on either guy, but what do you think?
I think it's the same thing from the other night.
Same thing.
Yeah, you don't walk over a person don't have to kick up. So
same thing the other night would mean that Embiid should have been ejected then.
Listen, one bad play begets another.
That's not the same.
You know, it's the same thing. You don't walk over.
Dude, he stepped on his chest.
But hold on, but don't grab his leg.
Right, but then after your leg is loose,
there is no but. You don't grab his leg, you don't get stepped on. You don't step over you, you don't get kicked in your Johnson.
I thought he should have been ejected. I thought that was a flagrant 2. I think his was worse than Draymond's, to be honest.
Thank you.
Worse than Draymond.
Yeah, because he tried to kick a guy in his jump.
Yes.
Yeah, just because the guy was a bad shot. I mean, you know what he was trying to do.
I mean, so what's the law?
Yeah, no, listen. We all have our own opinion. I thought he tried to kick him in his private parts. He should have got ejected. That's just my personal opinion.
And there's the stare down and the step over.
Come on, right there. Now, that right there.
Y'all think Draymond should have got suspended?
Suspension? No. I think that was unfair.
I agree with you.
They based it off of previous plays that he's done. Unfair, bro. Unfair. What do you want him to do? If somebody's holding your ankle and you're trying to jump over him and you're off balance, he could have his leg up for that.
If you suspend Draymond, you gotta suspend the other guy too.
This could have hurt Draymond.
Yeah, you gotta give it to both guys. And I'm a fan of both. I like Sabonis. I don't necessarily think he's a dirty player. I've never seen him do anything like that. That's playoffs, you know. That's emotions, flair. I'm trying to jump over you. Now, if I can't jump over you, like it has to land somewhere. And you didn't allow me to jump, so like, yeah, it's like the only place it can land is on your chest.
Truthfully, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think he'd get suspended, but at the end of the day, it doesn't change anything for us. Obviously, he's a big part of their defense. He's probably the best defensive anchor in the league as far as what he does, being switchable, just commanding everything. He picks out everything that you're doing. But for us, whenever you go play in someone else's building, stars play better, but role players usually play best at home. So it's going to be
Seeing both plays side by side, guys, which one of y'all feel like is the worst? Draymond Green tried to go up dead center on that man. You got Draymond stomping down hard. Now, I know people going to say Embiid right away. And I think intent is key. And obviously, Embiid wanted to hurt him really bad right there. And I think in the moment Draymond did too. So I think both of them had a malicious intent behind it. And I mean, obviously Sabonis did too, grabbing his ankle. You know what I'm saying? So all three intents were bad. I feel like kicking someone right there though, as a competitor, when you step over someone like that, you know that's the reaction that you could get. I think something similar happened with Giannis, and who was that dunked on Giannis in New York, where he said next time he's gonna kick him in his nuts. So like Giannis said those words. He said, "I'm gonna kick him in his nuts next time." Can't remember the player's name. I can't remember exactly who it was on the Knicks at that time, but he did say that. So I feel like when you step over players, that's always a possibility. Sabonis, I feel like Draymond was trying to get free. But I honestly think this is nothing more, nothing less than a reputation thing. Joel Embiid isn't known for antics. And Joel Embiid, one thing Joel Embiid didn't do is he didn't go over to the Brooklyn crowd when they was booing him and like, bring it on, give me more and all that. He wasn't showing the crowd up. So he got his flagrant one and they kept it moving. So history matters, and I think history should matter. You know, someone can lose themselves, but Draymond has been ejected from a finals. So once you kind of been kicked out of a finals game, that reputation is there. They'll kick you out of another series. If they remove you from a finals game, that just kind of sticks with you forever. Draymond continues to get technicals, and some of the silly ones he gets throughout the year, I think, rightfully so or not, they still affect him. You know what I'm saying? They take that into consideration with him. Repeat offender, repeat offender, repeat offender. So this is what he gets. I don't think it was about that night at all. I mean, again, that's playoff basketball. If you grew up at a certain time, the fact that they're getting ejected for this, much less suspended for games for this, you know how unheard of that was back in the day? You could throw hands on the court and come back and play the next game. You weren't getting suspended, you know, for games like that. So this is still kind of new to me. I feel like you have a point. If you're defending Draymond, you have a point. Joel Embiid kicked that man between his legs. But if you're defending Joel Embiid, it's like, look, Embiid doesn't do this so often. So his name is not synonymous with this type of behavior. Thus, he's able to stay in the game, and he's going to not miss any games in the series for his team. So I don't know, man. I want to know what you guys think about this. And tell me who you think was worse in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.